don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it. Aquaman is literally huge and he's so manly. And Batman is so cool. And I'm just me. I feel like a fraud.
Hola Lucy, ¿cómo estás? How are you?
Bien, bien, gracias.
Oh, I love. Yo estoy muy bien. Can we do it in Spanish? Do you speak Spanish?
I speak a little Spanish. Yo estudio en mi escuela por 6 años, but mi gramática es muy mal.
But the accent is perfect. I love it. I love it.
It's not great.
Congratulations on the panel. It was fantastic. The reaction, the energy. How did it feel?
It was just so exciting to be out there with fans. I mean, fans make everything real and exciting. And so being there and having, you know, people show up like that is incredible. It was so energizing.
I'm just so grateful to be here. The reaction was amazing. The fans are just incredible.
It's the best. I mean, what a reception, you know. Like that's what you hope for, and it's so nice to be able to show people their first look at the movie, you know. Which I'm just excited for people to see the movie in general. I just want to get it out there, you know.
The reaction to the panel was fantastic. How did it feel? Everyone, the room was vibrating.
I know. It's all the electricity in the air.
Ah, nice fun. You have to. I mean, you're a Comic-Con veteran by now.
Oh yeah, a seasoned veteran, absolutely. Grizzled war veteran. But yeah, man, I'm grateful for all the years I've put in here. It's been a wonderful weekend in my life for many years.
Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers. Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right?
What surprises do you have for us on this one? What can you tell us that is not a spoiler?
Ooh, I mean, the most fun stuff are spoilers. But I can say that it is a much bigger movie, and it's a little different in some ways as well. It still has the humor and things like that, but it also has some seriousness in it and a lot of emotions, really. So, yeah, I mean, you could feel that it is a little bit older now. The kids are a little bit older, the characters are a bit older.
When you're coming back to a character like Freddy, what surprises you when you're doing it again? What is new about him this time?
Well, a lot. I feel like with both Billy and with Freddy, the movie picks up about a year later, and there's I think different stages of growth, puberty-wise maybe, and so at this point they're maturing a little more. I feel like it's their last year of high school, and they're learning how to tackle their emotions and also keep their superpowers under lock.
Yeah, I think for me it was getting to play the arc of Billy, because I mean he's so different from the first movie to the second movie, and he's matured a lot, and he's obviously gone through so much. So I think me going in, putting myself in his shoes, and just taking those different layers and those things, and I really enjoyed it. Just playing the arc of the character is cool.
I mean, in the panel you said something beautiful, that Billy is afraid of growing up and that he doesn't know what comes next because he's almost 18, and I feel like so many people are going to relate to that.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how you don't relate to that. You know, when you're 18, it's the future that's ahead. You don't know what your future looks like. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out yourself. There's so many things that you're trying to figure out at such a young age, and I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that. So,
listen to me, Billy. The fate of your world depends on it. The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal, Billy.
How do you feel to bring and inject female power to Shazam? And as Helen would say it, I don't want to say it, but pussy power?
Yeah, Helen is incredible. I mean, to me, I love the idea of putting women forward and also elevating them. And I think that the three of us together, me, Helen, and Rachel, feel very strong in this movie, and we don't apologize for the power that we have. So, and you know, and offset also. I mean, they're just fantastic women.
We have these three different amazing actors of different ages that get to be badass goddesses. You know, with Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu and Rachel Zegler, and it was just like an honor to work with them.
I have a very important question for you.
Okay.
Would Shazam be more afraid of Hespera or from Helen Mirren?
Well, Hespera. No, Hespera entirely. Because honestly, Helen's like the coolest, man. Oh my gosh. She and Lucy and Rachel were just lovely additions to this movie. But Helen, I mean, she's everything you dreamed that she would be. You know, like she is the exact opposite of why people say, you know, never meet your heroes. Like she's the opposite of that. You're like, meet your heroes, because you're gonna meet somebody like her who is so classy and so talented and so chill. Like she's a dame. She's Dame Helen Mirren, but she's just like a hanging out. She just hangs out, and she's so professional and on top of it. And I was so stoked that I got to have as much time with her on this movie as I did.
Let me ask you about Rachel. Was she cast before West Side Story or after?
It hadn't come out yet. She had shot it, but it hadn't come out yet, so we hadn't seen it. So she did an audition like everyone else, and you know, had to do like chemistry reads and things like that, but she just knocked it out of the park. I mean, she is such a star, and we see that now with, I mean, she's going to be in everything now.
She's rapidly becoming a Latino icon.
Absolutely. I mean, Snow White, The Hunger Games, and like this. I mean, she is a proper movie star.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you because I'm not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family! Family! Guys, that was a signal!
And when you're doing a movie like this, where there's so many elements, there's running, there's fighting, there's like all of that, what's your favorite day on set?
My favorite day? Oof. Probably any day that I get to spend with my Shazamily. And it's not just me alone. I'm doing a tight pickup shot on my hand, picking up something. I love when I can be around my Shazamily.
Favorite thing on the set? Oh my goodness. Crafty. No, I like being in the Rock of Eternity. When we were in the Rock of Eternity, it was surreal. It's like you've transported into this domain of, it's just insane.
I mean, stunts is really fun to do, you know, with people on wires and stuff. We even had, you know, Helen Mirren doing wire stunts, and she's great at it. Like, she just really gives it her all, and like kicking Zach's ass, you know.
Your world will not survive this.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this, dude, but I really don't.
Baby, everyone can be worthy. Let's give it a chance. Now go fight for your family.
I'm an OG fan from your Chuck times, from your Chuck era. I love the show. It's one of my favorites from all time. If you could tell yourself when you were doing Chuck that you would grow up to be a superhero, that you were going to be a comic book veteran, would you believe yourself?
I mean, yeah, to the extent that I've always seen it for myself or believed it for myself. But there's plenty of times in my life where I doubted that, man, for sure. So it's still always, when, you know, I try to take moments like this, you just look around and go, this is my life. This is incredible. And it's what I've always dreamed of since I was a little kid, you know? So I feel very blessed and very grateful for the experience. And I could see it, but also I could believe that it might never happen either.
Let me ask you, you're still like pretty young, but you have been like doing amazing movies for a while now. If you could go back in time and tell yourself when you were 5, I'm gonna grow up to be a superhero, what would you have said?
I would not believe me. I'd be like, in what world? You crazy beast. I don't know. I would have been, maybe I would have been gullible and been like, really? I don't know.
Oh, I'd be like, that's funny. Yeah, I'd be like, there's no way. I mean, yeah, I grew up like watching superhero movies, idolizing superheroes, so I don't think he'd believe it for a second. Not at all. Little Asher would not believe it.
How do you feel that you're now inspiring 5-year-olds to be like you?
It's amazing. I don't, you know, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I love that I've gotten to play so many roles that are accessible to like entire families, and that kids have heroes in, you know. There are kids who, Chuck fans, that literally started watching the show when they were like a little kid, and they're adults now. And they're still, Chuck meant so much to them, and Shazam has meant so much to people. And I don't know that it gets any better than that, you know, to know that you're making positive impact in other people's lives, even when you're just making movies and TV shows, which is a pretty cool thing.
It's so surreal, especially when you say this to me. Like, I know that it is a thing that exists, that there are kids that look up to Shazam and Shazam Jr., but I don't know. It's surreal. I don't think I'll ever fully process it. It's crazy.
Don't tell the others, but Freddy's my favorite character.
I know, he's most people's favorite character.
The movie looks fantastic. I'm a big fan, and I'm sure that everybody's gonna love it. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Gracias. Con gusto. I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.